Ceez, you've got to have a little bit of a fast start yourself because you squeaked by with that win in game 1 as we get tipped off here shortly.
Yeah, we haven't talked a lot about him. I was really impressed by how well Unit played in that game 1. I thought that he was really good out of the corner. I thought that he was, defending the back end of the pick and roll pretty well. I actually think that Farewell, all in all, played well. They just started off too slowly. But all in all, it was a fun first game. Let's see what we got in store for us in game 2.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely talented enough, right? They came back, they had the lead. Unfortunately, they weren't able to close, and that's what matters. But let's see if they're able to get a fast start here. As you've got Regg with the first possession here. Calls a little bit of a wrap. Gets it to Youngstar. Someone else who I think needs to step up a little bit. Got defenders jumping and gets it to Larry. Larry took a little bit of a hesitation. He went ahead and gets the easy bucket down there.
Yeah, paint defense and paint offense in this year's 2K India is chaos, as you and I have talked about multiple times. So I'll be interested to see if that has another effect in this one, just like it did in game 1. It's hard to get anything around the rim this year unless you're 7-2.
Absolutely. A nice offensive board and dots the left corner and get a green out of it as well. Great shooting by the corners, as we mentioned in game 1. Didn't have a lot of whites. It was a good amount of greens going in there. But it was also wide open stuff, right? You had Unit who hit like a 29% contested one as he gets his Tactuk gets a turnover there. But great shooting by the corners and the hashes as well. You've already got Crown, by the way, in the chat talking about how he's going to win Vegas. So he's already talking his smack.
Hey, it'd be great to see the Hornets Venom, now veteran. We'll see what he's able to do. By the way, 2K League retentions start coming out in the next couple weeks. I think our expansion draft is next month, so should be a fun couple weeks as news starts to come out about retentions. I wonder if that'll affect any of our Pro-Am teams.
Nice dot there to the left corner. Unit continuing his ways of greening the shots out of the corner. And yeah, you got retentions coming up. And of course, the draft, I believe, is November 17th, if I remember correctly. So that's less than a month away. Exciting times ahead for 2K League and just the 2K community in general, right? We've got this tournament, then you've got expansions, then you got retentions, then expansions, and there's so many other things coming in. UPA also tweeted that they might have another 15K tournament, so looks like they might have something up their sleeve. This is public information, Nev. Don't get mad at me. Y'all tweeted about it. As we see a loose ball going out of bounds.
Oh, no, that is lucky. Okay, it's going to stay with no tolerance. Nice.
Two minutes into this game, it's 5-5, all even here as Ceez goes ahead and gets a blocking foul. Sometimes you never know with those animations.
Yeah, he tossed a little hip out of there like it was hockey. He bumped him off.
Speaking of hockey, it's hockey season as well. Just a lot of sports out there. Ceez not able to let that one go. Gets it down to Regg, who's already down the court. No contact dunks, though, but nice. Regg! Great positioning with the stick skills to get the defender off of him and gets the easy layup. Puts his team up by 2. Regg did a great job of getting those pluck steals as well. Something that Farewell did at a high level and at a high rate. So let's see if they're able to do that. Great wrap. Regg, great rotation to the corner. RIgby makes him pay, though.
Too good. He's too good.
Yeah, you had that defender there just kind of reach, right, which put him out of position, and RIgby just had to take one step to the right, and he was able to green it.
I hope we see one of these bigs take a wide open 3 today. I just need to see one attempt. Just one. I don't care if you're a popper or not. Just take the shot.
Maybe like a full court shot just to like have the clock expire because there's like 2 seconds left type situation. But other than that, I don't know. But Ceez finally wakes up and he greens it from the top of the key. Puts his team up 11-7.
Yeah, where's Polo when you need him, man? I need my I need my popper.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait a little bit of while to see him play. But, of course, I know everyone loves to get the listen-ins. We'll try to get you guys here shortly as Unit gets another 3. Whites it in, but it's same amount of points. 11-10 with about 1:22 left to go in the first quarter here in Game 2. No tolerance to Game 1.
Yeah, interested to see the communication for the teams. I want to hear who's talking, who's a little bit quiet. We're on stage, so it's a little bit different of a feeling. I don't know if it's, I know that some people mock the stage a little bit, but all in all, it's mostly about the intensity. I want to see who's responding.
Unit got an ugly catch animation, decided to take it up anyway. Larry there to get the offensive board. Too little of a fellow there, and he gets the easy bucket. Putback had a couple of great possessions in game 1. Let's see if he's able to continue that or if it was just a fluke. As Ceez finds the midi at the free throw line.
Yeah, he had that playmaking badge going also, which was crazy.
Yeah, that's something you definitely don't hear often. About 30 seconds left to go. Regg, pump fakes, gets it down to Larry, makes him jump and gets the easy two. Something we've seen so many times is just defenders just jumping at that first shot, that first pump fake, and they just fall for it every single time as Larry's able to take advantage of it. And it's a 1-point lead for Farewell.
Paint defense is so weird this year. It's so easy to defend guards and wings in the paint, but it's so hard to defend other bigs.
Regg gets the ball right back, trying to make something happen here. Gets it down to Larry for the reset. 8 seconds left. Larry gets it back to Regg, top of the key. Little pick and roll action. Regg finds the space and he greens it in his eye. 3.2 left, 17-13. Farewell chucking it down low. Not the best decision, but it's Ceez. Not able to let that one go. Not the best decision, in my opinion, to chuck it down there, but doesn't matter. It's the end of first. 17-13. Farewell with the lead.
Yeah, much hotter start for Farewell. Much needed hot start for them, too. You know, you go back to that game 1. They were down 13 points midway through the second quarter. So they have a small lead right now, but they just look better shooting the ball. Their passing's better. They aren't turning it over as much either. So it's looking good.
Well, hey, let's give the fans what they want. We are going to go ahead and check out a live listen-in on Team Farewell.
I'm left. I'm leaving. Paint. Corner. Jump. Good jump.
Oh my God.
Good jump. Good D. He just green anything, bro. That shit ass. You don't gotta force it. I know. Hit me. All right, come here. Green.
First left.
Green.
Come on, bro.
You know who that is?
Come on, bro. Bro, this guy's literally
Stay left. Come on.
Good D, stay left.
I'm here. I'm staying. I'm leaving now. Go.
You got wing.
Watch cut. Go, Mike.
It's me.
No, not me.
I reach for that pass.
He was way on that.
Yo,
it's so
right
fast, like.
Yeah, it's fast. That's the only. That's cool.
We're good.
Yeah, they can work a couple of those in there. That's fine. As long as we're not giving up 100.
Come on. Double rep. Yes. Rap again. That's easy.
Easy money, baby. Come on now.
Come on, bro.
Come on now.
Kicking them out.
Come on, bro.
If the guy's not hitting heavy.
Talk into it. I can't
No, bro,
hear you.
he green three heavies on him, bro.
Yeah. No. We playing good D. We gotta stick to it though. We can't like.
Hey, Youngstar, go left.
Good. This motherfucker's scary. Watch the cut. I got him, Larry.
Pick him up. No.
This way I call a rotation now.
No, we're good.
Oh my God, bro.
This game is so ass.
Let's go though. Stick to it. We're straight. Fuck that.
Right. We got a chance to go ahead and finally listen into Farewell. What'd you think about that, Harris?
I love him, man. Great leadership by Regg. You hear the communication coming in from Larry. They're talking about defense, passing. That Farewell team sounds locked in. I think they've really found their feet here in game 2.
And it kind of takes a game or two or a quarter or two to kind of get those jitters off and kind of lock in. We talked about how No Tolerance had just played a couple of nights ago in the NPBA finals, where Farewell hasn't played in a big game similar to this since last weekend, right? So you had that momentum for No Tolerance, but it looks like Farewell did kind of brush off the rust, and now here they are with a 2-point lead in game 2, a much-needed game 2 as RIgby tried to slam it home. Instead, it's a layup, but it counts the same.
You know, it's interesting, right? I know that these teams are obviously kind of ranked 1 through 4, but the talent level between the 4 of them is so close. It's not a surprise to see game 1 being so close. Now game 2 is so close. I'm sure the next series will be so close as well. The talent difference on these teams is pretty minimal. It's really just going to come down to execution and which team is going to be able to defend the 3-point line the best. We've seen it kill a lot of Pro-Am teams just like that, right? Like you just can't get crabbed coming off of a 3 of your own. So those kind of momentum plays are huge, especially in this game.
Yeah, I mean, and it just looked like he got crabbed out for nothing. Just kind of got a little too aggressive, ended up getting behind him, and Youngstar was able to take advantage. Nice cut there. And that's something that we see quite a bit from No Tolerance, is they go ahead and call that wrap cut. And RIgby's been doing that for a few times now.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that cut a couple times from RIgby. He always seems to be slashing to the hoop. He's just a really good two-way all-around 2K player. He really does remind you a lot of the way that Kai plays. Just so meticulous with his decision-making. Great on both ends. Loves to get out in the break. Their gameplay similarities are really clear to me.
And, of course, we'll see RIgby's teammate, a.k.a. Sherm, playing for Revenge Tour later today. As Ceez getting harassed down there, and finally the ref calls a foul.
Yeah, unlucky there. I thought that we're going to get Farewell going the other way, but even with badge, Ceez hasn't really been able to get his shot going. We'll see if the badge helps him out here, and it does. There you go.
He heard you, Harris. He said, hang on a second. As he goes ahead and greens it with badge, puts his own team up by 2.
Yeah, not many scarier shooters in all of 2K than Ceez with badge blazing. I'd be terrorized. I don't know how you don't just stick to his butt.
Yeah, the rotations didn't really happen from the left corner, but that's quite all right. Regg trying to get the inbound safely. Nice cut there by Tactuk. Gets fouled, though. And that's going to be a reaching foul, not a shooting foul, so we can take it off the corner.
Yeah, good foul by Ceez. Tactuk had the baseline on him, was going to get an easy layup. Figured they restart the possession. And there he goes again, had the same cut.
Nice play call there. Youngstar from the right hash getting all the way up to the top of the key with Larry setting the screen. Found himself open, so great decks from Youngstar.
Yeah, that was great stuff there by the Farewell offense. Just being able to kind of use Tactuk as a distraction on the cut and get the open three-point shot.
Offensive board, gets it right back out and gets the open 3 for Ceez. Now, that's something you'll see often, right, Harris, is the comp teams, the league teams, and the players that have the experience will kind of call those plays and not just your hash cut, Fifi, reverse Fifi. I feel like that's all some players try to call. But when you get to that pro level, you get a little bit more creative.
Credit to RIgby. He's like one of the only guards I've seen the past couple weeks actually make a real intention to get to the rim and try to get some layups in. So often we see, them kind of go for the lane and then get scared off. Even if he hasn't hit every single one, credit to him for at least trying to get it to go inside.
Yeah, and RIgby's build kind of allows him to do that. But here we go, though. We've got 7 seconds left. No Tolerance up by 2. Regg looking to tie it up or take the lead. At the right hash, has a little bit of open space, gets it down to Larry, and Larry gets it off in time. As that's going to do it for the first half. And you see both of these teams going back and forth. Hezi getting involved and barking right back. I believe that's Regg that he's talking to. Non-stop communication coming from Hezi. What are your thoughts on that first half, Harris?
Just elite execution on both ends from both teams. Both of them had some really impressive moments, and I think a lot of the defensive plays that we're seeing isn't even bad offense. It's just a lot of really good defense, a lot of rotations, a lot of help defense as well. I think both teams are playing really well on both ends. Hence the tie score.
Nice defense there to start the second half. Tactuk looking to get it to somebody. Youngstar right next to him. Larry coming to set the screen. Larry's got his glass cleaning badge. Regg with the touch pass to the right corner. Nothing there. Unit decides to go up. Not the best decision. Leave that up for RIgby. But that's going to be a tip and a foul. A weird-looking foul there because he tipped the ball. The ball was loose, but then he got fouled. And it's going to be No Tolerance's ball.
Yeah, kind of a late call there. I wonder if he hit square one too many times. Ended up whacking his arm after getting the ball away.
Ceez has the midi. Takes it. No good. Hezi try to get the offensive board. Regg, left corner, greens it. Or at least, excuse me, he didn't green it. He got a full bar on it. Counts the same as now is Farewell.
Great job filling the lane there by Regg. Went to the exact point of the court where he was going to have an open shot. That was a really smart play by him to get open.
Hezi gets it right back out. Now it's Icy with the ball.
Man, the Farewell defense has been so much better since the second half of game 1, man. They are just not allowing any more of these open threes. They're giving up slips, but whatever, man. When their offense is shooting threes like this, you just got to keep them off the three-point line.
And that's what it's going to come down to. We'll take a look at in a shortly what the threes have been like and what the stats have been like. But so far, it's a 1-point lead for Farewell. 3:46 left to go in the third quarter. Reg, pick and roll action with Larry. Calls a wrap with Youngstar. Cut from the left corner.
He was on it that time. Fool me once, shame on you.
And that's the thing. It's okay if you get, if you get a cut called on you and you let them score. But if you go ahead and let it happen once or twice, then you're just falling asleep, right? That's just you just being lazy and not making those adjustments in the game, as Hezi tried to dunk it, had to make an adjustment in the air, and he gets the layup. Corner defense was there, but he just wasn't able to make enough of a contest to make it matter, as Reg passes this to Youngstar to get it up the half-court line. Youngstar back to Reg. Oh, tried to get it to Youngstar again.
Nice
It's going to be Icy with the slam. Extends the lead to 3 with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Nice turnaround here from No Tolerance. Really turned the offensive keys to fire. They've done a good job here in the third quarter, kind of keeping Farewell out of rhythm, but also, forcing a couple nice transition plays himself.
Tactuk had the ball loose. Reg there to recover it. Larry down low. Tactuk decides to take a contested midi there. Thought he had a decent amount of time left, but the clock was hitting 3 to 4 seconds, so he had to get it up anyway. Shout out to all 500 of you in the chat. This is game 2 between No Tolerance and Farewell. And it was No Tolerance that took game 1. So this is a must-win for Farewell, as they're looking at a 6-point deficit with about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, Ceez has been really, really good since about the start of the second half. Reg has cooled off a little bit. He hasn't been nearly as aggressive as we saw at the end of game 1. So I'll be interested to see how he responds to Ceez. Ceez has been getting open shots. He's creating open shots for others. Let's see if Reg can respond.
Yeah, I believe Ceez almost had a 20-burger here, as you've got Reg. Takes a little bit of a cute midi there. Cuts the deficit down to 4.
It's interesting. That is a shot that he passed out of that shot multiple times the past couple games for open threes, but it looks like No Tolerance is sticking on it now.
Wide open slip. Reg,
somebody's calling you out in the chat for saying 20-burger. we gotta keep with 40 and 50. Are there 20 burgers out there? That's like a single cheeseburger from McDonald's, man. That's like the kids menu.
Still a burger, right? I mean, a dollar menu. Ain't nothing wrong with a dollar menu now. Don't hate. Ain't nothing wrong with the dollar menu. But here we go, though. 1:36 left to go in the third quarter. We're going to try to get you guys more of some listen-ins, possibly in the fourth or maybe in a game 3. If we see a game 3, in order for us to see a game 3, Farewell has got to win this game.
Yeah, they're going to need another comeback here. Farewell did a good job of cutting it down in game 2, but that is not helpful. Yikes.
Not at all. You want to go ahead and close this quarter strong if you're Farewell.
I'm not sure what is going on.
Wide open at the left corner.
I'm not sure what's going on with the Farewell defense. They've given up a bunch of threes the past couple possessions.
Touch pass from the right hash from Reg. Down low to Larry. Larry with a pump fake makes him jump. And once again, got to be patient if you're the big man down low. Can't just fall for that first pump fake. Too many times we've seen it. As Ceez with Badge, not able to make it go, but it's nice offensive board. And let's go ahead and take a listen in to No Tolerance.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
This nigga makes. Oh my god.
We gotta hit that shot though. What? That shit was wide open, bro.
Nah, it was. You got a green mission.
I'm wide.
Good shit, guns. Come on, bro. Hey, we need to stop. Get back, Ruby. Get back. I'm going under.
There it is.
Go back.
Stay.
I gotta stay.
Icy.
Get back.
Too deep, bro.
He sucks, bro. He sucks.
Dunk.
It's Youngstar, bro. It's Youngstar.
8 seconds.
Everybody get back. Get back.
No hero plays.
No hero plays, bro. Watch that.
Give me that shit,
Shit,
bro.
bro.
What I tell you. Go wait just to get the stop. They get ball back. Another stop. Y'all can press it now.
Hey, start off with no 3 ahead. Whatever it is, no 3 ahead. Come on. Three up. Three guards, Ceez. Three guards, Ceez. Just fill the
Foul,
corner.
foul.
He's so
It's fine,
baited,
it's
bro.
It's foul, though. If I don't beat, it's foul, though.
I just didn't want to. I ain't gonna lie. I like what I saw.
You got Regg on. You got Regg.
Come on,
Good
bro.
shot, boy. Good
Hey,
shot.
Solo,
Good
hold you,
dog,
bro.
nigga. I got the Youngstar
Release
pass.
that court, Go.
I'm out to play. I'm out to play.
I said a foul. That's bad. That's me.
That's
Come on, two man. They're going up.
good pass.
Oh, you shot that?
Jump. I can't blame him. He been shooting that all game.
This nigga had badge. I low-key want to run two-man still, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. There it is.
Easy shot. You gotta calm down.
Regg.
That's it.
Thank you, Rigby. Hold it, Rigby. Don't do it.
You gotta calm down, bro. We have the wide open shots every single play, bro. Literally. Nah, two-man again, bro. Come on. See, look. They're literally giving you wide open shots every single play.
Good shot, Ceez.
Come on.
Double press. Ceez. Three guards up.
Out of bounds.
Three guards up.
I need one, Buck. Give me one. Get out of there.
I'm back.
The biggest takeaway for me there, Harris, on the live listen-in was anytime RIgby got a turnover or anything like that, they were asking him to kind of slow things down because when it was a close game, I think it was about a 3-point difference there. You don't want to make those crucial turnovers, especially when you've got ball, you've got lead, and the clock is what you want in your favor.
Yeah, it was interesting. They were also talking about Youngstar. It did seem like he was getting a lot of respect from the No Tolerance crew.
Yeah, it's not the first time. We've had players call out someone on the opposing team when they've got ball. Reminds me of when people would make fun of me because I was wide open at the three-point line and they'd let me shoot anyway.
Yeah, this No Tolerance team in the fourth quarter has just been awesome on offense and on defense. So many transition points, so many great threes, so many great passes. They've just been fantastic. The 10-point lead, no surprise.
Farwell has got 3 timeouts here. Wouldn't be a bad decision if they went and burned one just to slow down the momentum and talk things over because now you've got a 10-point deficit, less than 3 minutes left to go in a must-win game 2. Youngstar with the wrap. Regg has the opening, greens it for the 3, cuts the deficit down to 7. Regg trying to get a pluck here. Not going to be successful. Hezi gets it past the half-court line. Ceez with the ball now. Getting double team. Putback. Smart decision to come on up and take a midi and not take the contested 3.
That was a fresh midi, man. That was nice. That was clean. I like that.
When the defender jumps at you, you either have 2 decisions. Either you go to the rack or you go ahead and take the midi. Nice decision there as Larry's got the opening, and he takes it down for 2. But you're at the point in this game, Harris, where you want to get 3s over 2s and get some defensive stops as well.
Yeah, they got to get it done here. No Tolerance. Maybe 1 or 2 more 3s is going to end this game without some horrific amount of turnover. So they can play this smart. They can play this slow and get the win.
Has Hezi.
There you go.
Seen it 1 too many times. Pump fake. Jump. 2.
There you go. Right away. Smart, slow, getting some points. It's easy. Oh, that's a great play.
That's a bad turnover there.
Great stuff from Hezi.
Icy not able to have the midi go. And it's
Man,
a 9-point game here.
He picked that up like a safety. That's the biggest safety I've ever seen. See, he's playing out there to 7-1 build. He's moving different. Hezi's
Looking
crazy.
like Troy Polamalu out there as Hezi's got the ball. Ceez, who's going to be the one shooting the free throws? Did the handoff go off in time? I see a little fella down there shooting it. And yes, it's going to be Ceez who knocks down the first one.
Can you imagine if Troy Polamalu was 7-1?
All right, fine. Maybe if he flared up the hair,
wow,
he'd get a little bit more height to him. But besides that, he's definitely not 7-1. About 1:20 left to go here. Farewell, you need 3s, which is exactly why No Tolerance has given up the 2. Smart defense there.
Yeah, you can take those slips all you want, man. 1:11. I know that Larry's just trying to get some points, but you got to be a little bit more creative on offense. Shout
out to Ev and LT gifting folks subs in the chat. It's a party. Appreciate all 600 of you and having a good time with us here in game 2, where No Tolerance is looking to knock out Farewell.
Yeah, it looks like they've
Regg.
got this in hand. Just not enough three-point shooting from the Farewell team.
9-point lead. And they still got a decent amount of shot. You go ahead and get a turnover here, but that's the thing, right? They're able to break the press so easily. Just as soon as Hezi goes up the half court, there's no one to even try to bait a different pass. And Hezi's just wide open to get the ball across half court as Regg. Smart to just hang on to the ball. Not making any crazy decisions. Goes up with it and he gets the slam. That might be the dagger there as it gives an 11-point lead for No Tolerance.
Man, what a performance from RIgby in this series. He's been the best player on the court in both games. It's shown in a huge way on both ends. He's been great.
There's a reason the man was the Rookie of the Year candidate. Of course, when you're going up against 630, it's a tall task to win that award. Not to mention, and there's a reason he was an all-star in his rookie year as well. Talking about Regg, of course. That's one of the first walkbacks I think we've seen from Regg. Too little, way too late.
The speed is just so different, isn't it?
Not
It's
the
crazy
clock,
how much slower it is.
Good shit, y'all.
That's all
Yeah,
you win, bro.
absolutely
That's
is.
it. Take care of business. That's all you take care of business, bro. That's it. That's how you take care
As
of
they're going to look to
business,
take out the clock here. What are your thoughts here? Are you surprised with No Tolerance's win? So it's going to be the end of the series as it's No Tolerance saying farewell to Farewell, Harris. I've been waiting for that. I had that written down, I swear.
Put that away. Put that away, India. That was bad. You could do way better than that one. But no, an awesome series from RIgby, an awesome series from Ceez. I thought Hezi was dominant on the defensive end. Larry's a good player, and I think he took him completely out of the game. That was a clinical series by a very, very talented No Tolerance team who really hit their stride earlier in the week, and that's clearly carried over to this series.
Yeah, definitely was looking for a little bit of a better performance from Farewell there, especially on the offensive end. And I think it's that game 1, right? That first quarter, that first half where they went ahead and just got a 10-point deficit. They came back from it. They weren't able to close it out, though. So if they had started that game similar to how they did game 2, maybe they take that game and now we're going to a best of 3. But unfortunately, it is going to be No Tolerance that gets the win. And now, of course, for the next series we're going to have is going to be Revenge Tour taking on Why Not Us. What are your expectations there?
Well, I'm excited to see the Sherman-Reezy backcourt. I'm excited to see what Reezy can do as a 2-guard in a full series. You know, it's interesting in the league. We always talk about, you know, can Reezy play point guard? Is he better as a sharp? So we'll be able to see it today against one of the better ball movement point guards that we have in 2K in Sherm. Not a big-time scorer, but he loves to pass the ball around. He loves to play it safe. So I'll be interested to see how the backcourt of Sherman-Reezy plays off today.
Yeah, definitely going to be a great combo to watch, similar to how we saw Ceez and RIgby, right? RIgby was able to take control when Ceez was struggling. But hey, it's not just us here. We've got to go ahead and take a listen into the noob. And of course, we're talking about Bucket. Bucket, you're down there in Dallas. Tell us what's going on, man. All right, looks like Bucket is still trying to figure out what's going on down there in Dallas, and that's okay. He's working hard, trying to get us some nuggets here. But on the Why Not Us side, anyone that you're kind of keeping an eye out that could be a player of the game if they have a performance like you might expect them to?
Yeah, well, when we last saw Why Not Us earlier in September, I was really impressed by Kenny Zeus. You know, I wasn't really too familiar with his game. And to see this Why Not Us team again in a big spot looking to win some big money is very interesting. You know, they don't have a lot of huge Pro-Am guys on this team, right? They got Kenny Zeus, Jay Jill, Sleepski. I know they have Kerry Jr. and Rob, but I wouldn't say anybody on that team is what we would usually consider as one of the elites of the elites in all of 2K Pro-Am. But it's interesting. Maybe this is kind of their coming out party. Maybe this is, you know, Kenny's chance to really, you know, take a step into the forefront of the draft conversation. You know, I know Kerry's trying to get back into the league. Rob obviously had a very interesting season with the Knicks. So, you know, this Why Not Us team, they have a lot of talent. I'll be interested to see how they perform against a Revenge Tour team that has former players and prospects all over the place.
Definitely should be a fun series for sure. You see a live shot of Dallas down there at the ESPOSURE Arena there, and you see Crazy, you see Splash already kind of mingling with his teammates. There is Sherm looking to take the stage as well, and Tactuk, of course, an unfortunate exit as it is no tolerance that goes ahead and gets the victory on a 2-0 sweep. You expecting a sweep from the Revenge Tour? Why not us? Or are you expecting a game 3? What are you thinking here?
I think we'll get a game 3 on this one, but it really depends on how Rain plays against Rob. If Rain's able to control the glass and, get this Revenge Tour team to play fast and in transition, I think they're going to be able to kind of overwhelm this Why Not Us